With two. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine out there with Malik Monk. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. And for the Grizzlies, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Gigi Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5, roaming the paint. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Inside, here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, BA. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Yeah, I like that he's not taking any chances there. Sabonis goes up strong with the finish.
Morant against LaVine. Outside Bane. Back to Morant. 5 to shoot. The floater. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Sabonis. Outside Monk. Pass to Sabonis. To the paint. Here's LaVine. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Morant against Sabonis. Jackson down low. Pass to Edey. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Monkey's open. And it's good. Credit LaVine with the assist.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Here's Morant. Soft touch off the glass.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Outside Monk. Murray, a screen on Morant. Monk for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. LaVine with it. He's picked up by Bane. LaVine against Bane. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It's the fear.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul.
For the Kings, Zach LaVine taking 2 shots.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The first free throw is good.
Just solid from the line. LaVine shoots a high volume and a high percentage from the free throw line. That is the combination you want.
Grizzlies trail by 5. Jackson with a screen on LaVine. Morant with it, and Sabonis picks him up defensively. Got it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Monk, down low. And Sabonis slams it in.
Excellent body control by Sabonis, rolling off the pick and into position.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, the Grizzlies head coach and I were able to chat. The message that he sent to his team is that they need to be laser focused on DeMar DeRozan. He told me DeRozan can expect to see plenty of double teams. He said if they're going to beat us tonight, DeMar's not going to be the guy to do it. And of course, DeMar may have something to say about that. We'll find out. Back over to you.
Allie, thank you. And Richard, whenever Sabonis plays, it's surprising if he doesn't record a double-double.
Oh, they're usually monster double-doubles also. Close to 20 points, 13 rebounds, and at least 6 assists. Domas, he is an offensive hub.
And so it's Memphis with it. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Here's Morant. Sinks his third bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Monk against Morant. To the paint. Back to Monk. Levine with a screen on Morant. Sabonis outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Morant with the slam!
Ooh, as usual, Morant bringing down the house.
Sacramento leading by 3. Now here's Monk. 29 seconds left to play in the first. Offensive board. Outside for Levine. Driving to the basket. And Levine throw it down.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Bane finds Jackson. Back to Bane. Now here's Jackson. Here's Morant. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Kings?
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edie out there with Gigi Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Morant. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
And here are the Kings now, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Back to Sabonis. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
I like how aggressive Sabonis is inside. He just has a feel for how to score down there. Being left-handed also helps.
Morant against Levine. Pass to Edie. Morant looking for an opening. Fires the 3. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Levine with it. Jackson in his pocket. He was all alone on that one. Monk's got 7.
Showing off those playmaking skills, Levine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
Looking to get it going. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The electric Ja Morant. High-flying, fast, fearless. Where's that mentality come from, RJ?
There is just a fearlessness like you mentioned. Most players, you just have that mindset. You don't care. You're going to attack the rim. It doesn't matter if you could potentially get hurt. You are going to take off. That mindset is a level of aggressiveness that only Ja Morant possesses.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8. Inside. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Lets it go. And it's DeRozan missing.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Jackson, the pass to Jackson. Back to Jackson. And here's Morant. To win the run. Oh, a bomb from Ja.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Levine with a screen on Morant. Bain against Levine. And another miss by Sacramento. Grizzlies trail by 9. Left side, Morant. There's a minute 47 left in the second. Ja slices through. The shot that time not on target. Nice D from Sabonis. Monk passes to Levine. Three-pointer. Second shot opportunity. And there's a nice layup by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 points this quarter.
You have to know where Sabonis is. Really box him out. He's so good on the offensive glass.
A minute 9 left in the first half. Jackson outside. Morant against Levine. Oh, Morant from close range.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Sabonis with a screen on Bain. Lets it fly. Shot by Levine, no good. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 9-point game. Here's Bain. Outside for Morant. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Morant taking no chances on the flush.
It's just so much fun to watch Ja fly. The way this man can take off is so impressive.
Monk against Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Monk's got 9.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Morant finds Jackson. Outside Morant. It could go. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that'll do it for the first half of play. The Kings on top, leading by 9. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Taking a look at the Kings, we've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ellis in at the 1 spot. Stevens with a rebound.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Pass to Kennard. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Larabia. Offline with a 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Aldama. Kennard on the wing. The 3-ball. That shot is off. The Kings lead by 9. To the inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now. Oh,
Yes!
Throw it down!
Oh! Now Now, that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Ellis, defended by Kennard. Crowder with a screen. Good as the jump shot falls.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And there's a pick. Here's Kennard. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Ellis passes to Arabia, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Kennard. Pick by Aldama. Now here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. From downtown. Rebound by Sacramento.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Kennard outside. Tipped away. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Sacramento shooting their fourth attempt at the line tonight. And the free throw, no good.
At the line for the Kings, Ellis. One shot.
The Kings lead by 13. 1:56 left in the third quarter here. Ellis, and that one drops. Ellis has got his first bucket in this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Stevens, covered by Crowder. Kennard outside. Shot clock at 6. Pick by Aldama. From the top of the key, Valanciunas with a rebound. And so it's Valanciunas who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Stevens to get back on track. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Sacramento leading by 17. Here's Lyles. Rips down the breakaway slam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And here we go again. The Kings on the break. And here's Crowder from the arc. Counted from distance. Crowder's got 5 points.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Kennard on the wing. Pass to Aldama. Back to Kennard. 4-3. Doesn't go that time.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Luke Kennard, and it's Aldama in at power forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Stevens, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So Memphis ends up going with a new group, and Sacramento with some changes. Here's Monk. Pass to DeRozan. Murray against Jackson. And here's Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Murray, a screen on Bane. Here's Levine. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Morant. Bane with it. Checked by Murray. From deep, Morant. Hauled in by the Kings. On the wing, DeRozan. Three-pointer off the mark.
No wonder he's been off the mark. He's been hanging in the background, somewhat uninvolved tonight.
And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
Sacramento's ball.
The Kings lead by 22. And it's Ja Morant with the foul.
Ja Morant.
That's his first foul of the game.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. DeRozan passes to Levine. Kept alive. Here's Sabonis. It's Monk on the wing. Drills it from deep.
The passing hasn't been a focus for Murray, but being able to participate in ball movement will be key for him.
Now Morant. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Yep, count it.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Monk against Morant. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Morant against Monk. Sabonis outside. Another 3 for Sacramento.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Outside Levine. Pass to Murray. From deep three-point land. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Sacramento?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Murray against Bane. Outside Levine. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Kings.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Domantas Sabonis.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Picked by Sabonis. Tries to break his ice. And the dunk by Levine.
Cutting to the rim with ease, Levine's quick first step and explosiveness is hard to contain.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's the 3. Monk grabs the miss. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Jackson against DeRozan. To the middle. Sabonis in the post. Second chance shot. Murray passes to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Murray, no good. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Here's Moran. Lays it up and banks it in.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Here's Levine. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson.
2K Sports brings you the both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Kennard with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. The coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Morant. Denver getting their last shot to go. Jackson passes to Kennard. 5 on the clock. For 3. Jackson misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clarkie has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the 3. He's got all of those.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Pass to Watson. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Morant. Kennard on the wing. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Jokic kicks to Porter. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Edey. Up top, Payne. He's covered by Murray. Clock at 6. And finished off by Morant.
This is how athletic Morant is. A point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Pass to Edey. Kennard against Porter. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in two-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last, in three-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 6. On the wing, Bane. Kennard against Porter. Pass to Edey. Outside, Bane. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets leading by 6. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jokic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Jokic just got his second basket.
Have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Grant, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 5. After this break, and for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Luke Kennard out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Watson for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Watson's got the lead up to 8 now for Denver.
Good find from Jokic. Fantastic at getting that rock to teammates on time, on target.
Nikola Jokic, Clark, is as skilled a big as we have seen him. He has the ball. He can really affect the opposition.
Yeah, he's such a great passer, and he's got tremendous size. I mean, people forget because he's pretty nimble and agile that he's, you know, right at 7 feet tall, 7'1", with really long arms. So he's a problem just from the size standpoint. Then you factor in his otherworldly skills as a passer, as a shot maker, as a basketball player. And now you've got something that's as unique as we've seen in, I think, the history of the game.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Here's Jokic. Jokic rising up.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Here's Morant. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Porter against Bane. Now here's Porter. Jokic on top. Plenty of space. That's good on the jump shot. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Porter against Bain. Porter looking it over. Jokic with the screen on Bain. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Boy, the size, the vertical, the explosiveness. Porter Jr. has all the tools to throw it down.
And then Morant slams it in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Jokic a screen. Porter kicks to Jokic. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size. Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
They get it back. The kick out to Porter. Drills it from outside. Porter's got 8 points.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
There's a screen. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Watson. Launches it. And there's Porter on the assist by Jokic. Porter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Nuggets?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Memphis moving it around. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Driving inside.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
And here's Jokic outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Out to Morant. And it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the... Not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was buttered, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Saric. It's Najee in at the 5.
You know, Westbrook able to score from anywhere. He just is so assertive and confident in what he can do out there.
Pippen, the pass to Aldama. Back to Pippen. Westbrook with the steal. Pass to Brown. From deep three-point territory, Stephens pulls it in. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Ball's knocked loose. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Stevens, the pass to Pippen, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now Concho hasn't made one yet. Here's Najee, defended by Pippen. Here's Saric, pass to Najee. The second chance effort. Aldama with the rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Pippen. And it's in there. Pippen's got 4 this quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Here's Najee. It's blocked. Fast break Memphis. Here's Stevens. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Brown. Driving to the basket.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
There's a screen by Aldama. Pippen, the pass to Aldama. Here's Stephens. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Stolen by Westbrook. Banked in off the glass. And now a 5-point Nugget lead.
Boy, he sure can fill it up. You got to stay in his jersey.
Pass to Pippen.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter of the game. Huff. That ball's nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Huff's got his first points of the game. The Nuggets leading by 3. There's the pick. Here's Brown. Takes the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Brown's got 5 points so far.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Pippen, the pass to Aldama. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And just a loss of concentration there, and they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, clearly an unforced mistake there. You got to keep your head in the game and tighten that handle.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Boy, and that'll give them a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Pass to Huff. And here's Pippen. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Off on the layup. Nuggets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Brown. Here's Najee from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Najee's got his first 3 points of the game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pippen down low. He's covered by Westbrook. Pippen against Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Aldama. Some solid defense from Saric.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And slam dunk by Saric.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
That one's off, still out of sync. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Kennard in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Porter with the screen for Jokic. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. So the wing on the left. Morant with it. Watson's there. Pass to Kennard. Down low. Out to Morant. From deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Watson for 3. No good. Shot missing. The Grizzlies trail by 12. On the wing, Bain. He's covered by Murray. Bain, no good. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. The kick out to Porter. And again, Denver, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Jackson for the 3. Denver grabs the miss.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And Jokic throws it down.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Somehow misses the two-handed jam.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Bain against Porter. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
Morant kicks to Kennard. Morant surveying the D. Clock at 6. The 3. Kennard's shot is off. The Nuggets leading by 16. Right side, Porter. Watson finds Jokic. Fires for 3. Kennard with the rebound. Kennard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Bain. Here's Morant.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
The drive by Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Murray against Morant. Murray the pass to Porter. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by Jackson.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Great open look there.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nuggets.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Jokic.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
On the wing, Bain. He's covered by Watson. And the basket by Jackson. And it's Gordon finishing it off. And the Nuggets lead by 10. So it's Denver taking care of business in this. Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony.
When you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Jamal Murray out there with Michael Porter. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. Gordon can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Left side Murray. Back to Levine. Let's go with a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And Levine knows he has the green light to take these shots, and his confidence is really impressive.
DeRozan against Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. And we're about a minute into the first. Monk against Murray. From 15 feet away. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Now here's Murray. Jokic with a screen on Monk. Here's Murray. And the layup is good.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who is unafraid to mix it up inside.
Monk against Murray. Outside Monk. And that one is hammered home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Levine, plenty of space. Watson with a rebound.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that.
And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the vertical Gordon has is phenomenal. So why settle for the layup when you can just slam it down?
Monk for three. Rebounded by Denver. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Jokic. That one goes in.
And this is how powerful Jokic is. Able to still score despite the contact.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
So it's Denver now. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Jokic the screen. And here's Porter outside. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. Sacramento has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And it's DeRozan missing.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now here's Jokic. Watson. Off target from three-point range. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. 54 seconds left now in the first quarter. And Sabonis slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall, you gotta push Sabonis farther away. When you don't, he just dunks it with ease.
And here's Gordon from the arc. The rebound by Murray. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Levine surveys the D. Pass to Monk. Now here's Levine, defended by Watson. And Sabonis slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
11 seconds left in the opening quarter. Porter in the post. And here's Jokic outside. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking along. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
On the court for Denver, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Michael Porter out there with Murray, and it's Watson in at the 3 slot. DeRozan against Porter. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Charity stripe shot. Hauled in by the Kings. It's Monk on the wing. Gordon against Levine. Back to Monk. And here's Levine. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Levine's got 5.
Yeah, Levine can make that adjustment. He doesn't have to get into the paint to score.
Porter looks it over. Jokic with a screen on DeRozan. Porter, the pass to Jokic. Murray for 3. The rebound by Murray. Sacramento leading by 4. And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Green.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
And the dunk by Levine.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Pass to Jokic. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Give him 8.
Well, so many bigs excel from 3-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Here's Levine. He has 7. Here's DeRozan. Levine with a screen on Porter. Oh, there's the alley!
And we know Levine can hang in the air, showing determination on that offensive putback.
Jokic with a screen on DeRozan. Porter from outside. Rebound by Sacramento. Outside Levine. It's Monk on the wing. From deep 3-point range. Watson with the rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Oh, the Joker with a bomb.
Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
outside Monk. Pulls it from the top of the key. Nope, shooting 3 for 8 in the game now. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jokic with a screen on Murray. Gordon with it, and Sabonis picks him up defensively. From deep, Jokic. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Sabonis. They kick it out to Murray. Back to Sabonis. DeRozan outside. And there's a 3-second violation. The Nuggets have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Porter, the pass to Jokic. Look at Jokic working inside.
Yeah, there's that guard touch of Jokic. Simply incredible for a man his size.
Monk against Murray. Back to Monk. Picked by Sabonis. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Malik Monk for 3. Monk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Jokic. Out to Gordon. Jokic passes to Murray. Jokic the screen. Off target with the 3. Sacramento leading by 3. And there's the rejection. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Here's Monk. 9 points in the game. No good on the quick 3. Here's Murray. Into the lane. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Kings on top, leading by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
We got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ellis in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Brown's shot is good. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle?
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Inside. Valanciunas, good.
And check out how in sync Valanciunas is with the ball handler. They've clearly practiced that move plenty of times.
Westbrook left side. Pass to Strother, right wing. Here's Brown, covered by Crowder. Clock at 6. Brown passes to Najee. From outside, off the mark. The Kings trailing. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Westbrook. Oh!
Wow!
Once Westbrook has the steal, it's over. He rockets up court before the defense can catch him.
Here's LaRavia. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Sacramento shooting their first free throw this game. Will stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Denver shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Strawberry, 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Kings trail by 3. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time.
Russell Westbrook.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
I just don't love the passing angle there. Might have been better to reset.
And there's the lob. The lob. Very well done.
The assist.
And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time.
Personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Here's LaRavia. Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Westbrook right side. Here's Najee. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here's Strawler. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Takes a 3. Ellis's shot is off. Denver leading by 5. Westbrook taking his time here. Pass to Najee. Kicks it out to Westbrook. 4 on the clock. And it's LaRavia with a rebound.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
A great job to establish position and square up.
54 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Westbrook. Here he goes. Here's Strawler. Back to Šarić. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 7. The Kings have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Ellis, pounded by Westbrook. Valanciunas passes to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Back to Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Najee. Down low. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 9-point Denver lead.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Denver leading by 9. And we're coming right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Murray out there with Michael Porter. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. Denver leading by 9. Here's Jokic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Levine with it. Guarded now by Watson. Now here's Levine. Guarded closely. Levine on the take. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Murray. Jokic up top from downtown. Offensive rebound. Jokic slashes his way inside.
So crafty on these takes to the rim. Jokic senses when he should just look to drive.
Porter against DeRozan. With the drive. Rebounded by Denver. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. And here's Jokic outside. The triple goes for Jokic.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Pass to Sabonis. It's Monk on the wing. And here's Sabonis. Covered by Jokic. And there's Sabonis. That one's good. On the assist by Murray.
Knowing Sabonis has three-point range, you have to honor his mid-range shot. Very dependable from there, too.
Porter against DeRozan. Now here's Porter. Tight defense on him. Wing shot on the way. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Kings trail by 10. Left side Levine. Pass to Murray. DeRozan with the ball. Sabonis in the post. Porter's there. Banked it in off the glass. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the touch of Sabonis around the rim. I mean, it's fantastic.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Murray against Monk. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Murray. Jokic with a screen on Monk. Now Murray. Beyond the arc. Zach LaVine clears it away. LaVine's got 5 rebounds in the game. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Back to Watson. Let's go with a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Watson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
They are uncautious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Nuggets.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
It really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Nikola Jokic.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And here's Porter outside. Knocks down the long J.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Drains the triple. 17 seconds left in the game. Murray with it. Nuggets winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaFour. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant. A great way to finish. The week's strong. Friday afternoon, live. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
And then Morant with the dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Levine. Morant with it. Checked by Murray. Outside Bain. Pass to Morant. Clock at 4. Oh, some solid D from DeRozan.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss that.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Here's Wells. Bain, the pass to Morant. And it's Morant again missing. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, yeah, I was able to talk to Sacramento's head coach, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Morant. Morant with the slam!
Ooh, as usual, Morant bringing down the house.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Morant against Monk. Murray, a screen on Morant. To the paint. Murray passes to Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in!
Yeah, passing hasn't been a focus for Murray, but being able to participate in ball movement will be key for him.
Morant looking around. And he elevates for the dunk. Domantas Sabonis on the wrong end of that one.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Monk into the lane.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game now. First free throw is good. Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, BA. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect. So I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon.
Moran against Levine. Now here's Moran. Defense right on him. Moran with the slam!
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Now here's Monk. DeRozan, a screen on Moran. DeRozan, left side. Back to Monk.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one at the line is good. And Monk drops them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Levine against Moran. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 10.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Sabonis with a screen on Moran. And stolen by Morant. Monk with a steal. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Monk drops them both. There's 49 seconds left in the first. And here's Morant. 10 points for him. Fires it. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Morant.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes Ja Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Levine against Bane. Murray, a screen on Bane. Pass to Murray. Jacks up with 3. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies trail by 3. Jackson on the wing. Defended by Murray. To the left wing. Here's Moran. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 12 points for him.
God, just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the small forward position.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Bane surveying the D. Nails the baby hook.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bane has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bane was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
And the basket by Monk.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
To the inside. And he slams it in one-handed.
Now put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
DeRozan down the lane. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
That is explosive athleticism by DeRozan. His dunks, oh man, that would make a rim shake.
Here's Moran. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Moran against Monk. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Outside for Levine. 6 to shoot. DeRozan a screen. Shot by Levine, no good. Memphis leading. Payne with it. Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on DeRozan. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires the three. Rebound by Sacramento. Back come the Kings in transition. Murray for three. Murray with a strong finish at the rim.
Stretching that range. Defenders might want to get out on Murray. He is dangerous from out there.
Moran against Levine. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. For Sacramento, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. And now a 5-point Sacramento lead. But Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
And Levine has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Inside, here's Murray. And it's Murray with the big finish.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Monk against Bain. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded, Sabonis. Sacramento leading by 7. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one.
And you can see his focus at the stripe this half has been tremendous.
Both good from the line that time. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's the teardrop. Confident drive from Morant.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Pass to DeRozan. And another miss by Sacramento.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made a miss.
Shot's good by Morant.
Any trip that ends with Morant going to the hoop, it's great for his team.
Outside Murray. Ooh, Murray showing his strength down low.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Morant against Levine.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Monk into the lane.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Grizzlies trail by 7. There's 18 seconds left in the half. Here's Morant. Fantastic finish inside by Morant.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
The three from DeRozan. He buries it from 3. DeRozan's got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside Morant. And that's not going to go. And so it's Sacramento finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Jay Crowder, Jonas Valanciunas out there with Trey Lyles. And it's LaRavia in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Huff. Nice D from Valanciunas. The Kings lead by 10. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Pippen, pass to Jackson. Kennard outside. Valanciunas with a rebound. Sacramento has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Pass to Crowder. There's the 3. Out left to the wing. Here's Ellis. Shoots over Jackson. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Grizzlies trail by 14. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Pippen. And again, it's Memphis missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's Stevens. He's scoreless. He drops it from range.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Ellis. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And check out how in sync Valanciunas is with the ball handler. They've clearly practiced that move plenty of times.
Pass to Kennard. There's a screen. Soft touch off the glass. Kennard's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, he was able to sneak into the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
LaRavia passes to Ellis.
Memphis foul. Pippen. First personal foul. First team foul.
From deep three-point land. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
Two minutes remaining in the third.
Sacramento leading by 14. There's a minute 54 left in the third. Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
And he comes up with a bucket. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Over to the wing. All sorts of time. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Kennard outside. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3 ball to go. Kennard's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Ellis' shot is off. Grizzlies trail by 13. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Lyles. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. And the basket is good.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pippen, pass to Stevens. Kennard for 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Here's Crowder. And a nice finish on the layup. Crowder's got his first points of the game.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Stevens. Kennard outside. They set the pick. Goes up from the top of the key. It's good.
Luke Kennard.
He's got 7. And so it's the Sacramento Kings liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We're coming. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3 spot.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to DeRozan. Six on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Memphis with a rebound. Outside Bain. Outside Moran. And he elevates for the dunk. Sabonis on the wrong end of that one.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. On the wing, Levine. Oh, Levine! Pretty.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
Grizzlies trail by 13. Now Morant. There's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 28.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Sabonis with a screen on Morant. And it's Monk off the drive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Jackson for 3. Kicks it out to Bain. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Down low. Here's Sabonis. He can't hit that time. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. From deep, Morant. And they get it back. And it's Edey missing. Sacramento leading by 13. Here's Levine for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the confidence that Levine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Moran against Levine. From outside the arc. Tries again. Pass to Wells. Moran with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Circus shot, Ja Morant.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Bain against Levine. The 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Payne, the pass to Morant. There's the triple. Oh, a bomb from Ja.
When Ja is knocking down that 3 consistently, it takes his game to a different level.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. Nails it from 3. And the Kings lead by 14.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Edey, that's good.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Kings.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And what a huge performance it was for Malik Monk.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Morant against Levine. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 35 in the game. And it's Sacramento's ball. Outside Levine. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Memphis with a rebound. Payne, the pass to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk. 11 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. No problem for Sacramento as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A.
Tonight. What are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Payne out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at center.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like, man,
about the authority from Morant. The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Watson kicks to Porter. Jokic with his screen on Bane. Shot clock at 6. Porter, no luck.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
And it's Murray with the jam.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. Desmond Bane was the topic, and Coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. They will have their hands full tonight, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
Sweet move by Porter Jr. getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
Out left to the wing. Morant drives in. And Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
To the paint. Bane passes to Wells. And then Morant slams it in.
And the agility, the hops, Morant just explodes off the floor.
Porter against Bane. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. Pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. Inside. Outside for Murray. Outside Porter. Jokic with the screen on Bane. And that one's good by Porter.
A true sniper from long range. Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Mark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, hasn't it? Who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
Bane against Porter. Pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. And finished off by Porter Jr.
Boy, the size, the vertical, the explosiveness, Porter Jr. has all the tools to throw it down.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Bane. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter Jr.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively. And that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
Morant with it. Watson's there. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Who's ball?
Porter with it. 11 points in the game. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. 1 second left, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for the Denver Nuggets. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Denver?
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Wells, and it's Edey in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's committed.
Thanks, DA. He is a worker and living the dream. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. From downtown, it's rebounded by Memphis. Right wing. Pass to Edey. Outside Jackson. Bane against Porter. Bane kicks to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. That's the 3 fly. Jokic traps the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Murray outside. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Murray's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets. Shot to stop the run. And Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 15. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Bane passes to Morant. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Murray for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist on the night.
This is one of those nights where Murray was just determined to take over and just carried through with that determination.
Bane kicks to Jackson. Pass to Morant. It's deflected. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Morant drives in. And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Jokic high post. He has 7. Jokic lumbering in.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Morant uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
From deep, Jokic. The offensive rebound and the second chance effort by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense can react.
Here's Morant. And Morant mows it down.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Murray outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 17 now.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Russell Westbrook, and it's Saric in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And both free throws good for Pippen. And here are the Nuggets now. Here's Brown. The kick out to Westbrook. Off target from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Aldama passes to Clark. Left side Jackson. Count it. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Brown, the pass to Najee, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
It's intercepted.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Kennard against Westbrook. Now, here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. 5 on the clock. Clark goes screen on Westbrook. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Well, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Kennard. Here's Aldama. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. Ron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16th and 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Picked his pocket. Kennard with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. No good on the 3. The Nuggets leading by 19 points. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul.
1:29 left in the 3rd. Kennard for 3.
Boy, excellent job that time by Westbrook to challenge without foul.
Kennard's shot is off. Westbrook passes to Brown. Driving the lane, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 15-4 run. It's Westbrook with the drive. It's Clark with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Kennard kicks to Clark. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
1st team foul.
And he lays in the alley-oop.
And that lob came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection.
I want to talk about those incredibly soft suction cup hands there, not only to make the catch, to lay it in, too.
Grizzlies foul.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line of the game.
2nd team foul.
And he makes the 1st.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
Both free throws good from Westbrook. Pass to Edey. There's the triple. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. So on the floor for Memphis. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. And a wide open look for Porter. Misses the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wells dishes to Jackson. Outside, Bane. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Nice move. Jackson misses.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Deflects the pass. Fast break Memphis. The finish. Trips down the breakaway slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Porter's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. And here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Morant. Denver leading by 21. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Outside Gordon. Launches it from deep. And again, Denver no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Pass to Edey. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Morant against Porter. Outside for Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wells. That 3 off the mark. Nuggets have gone 0-3 to start the 4th quarter. Here's Gordon. Ball stolen. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Morant with a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb. Morant's got 28 points for the game.
More of a dribble drive guard, but the defense can't forget about Jaw's ability outside the arc.
Porter against Payne. Right side Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Morant outside. And then Morant rams it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Porter kicks to Jokic. Bangs home the trifecta.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
Morant scanning the floor. And then Morant slams it in.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Wells passes to Morant. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It could definitely be considered a statement win for the Nuggets.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
Ja Morant. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Morant. Here's Porter. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Fires the 3. Edey with the rebound. Morant outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3 points.
Morant's got 39. Murray finds Porter. Back to Murray. The kick out to Porter. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Oh, Porter in position.
Jalen Wells. Assistant, John Morant.
Jokic, that's a two-pointer. Offline. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg. This
Cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Malik Monk is out there with Zach LaVine, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Now here's Monk. Launches it. Porter pulls it in. Jokic with it, picked up by DeRozan. Now let's find out what head coach David Adelman had to say. Allie, the force.
Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how DeMontis Sabonis could be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
At almost 7 feet tall, you gotta push Sabonis farther away. When you don't, he just dunks it with ease.
Here's Jokic. Rebound by Sacramento.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
LaVine finds Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Will stand perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniforms, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be difficult.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver. And that one's good. DeRozan.
And what's interesting, the 3-ball isn't a big part of DeRozan's game, but when he's feeling it, he can make it happen.
Jokic, pass to Brown. Gordon with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Brown. And again, it's Denver missing. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And Denver making a change here. Watson's checked in.
First team foul. Checking in the game for your Nuggets, number 8,
Murray with it. Pass to Monk. Launches it from deep, and they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Jokic with it. Will it go? Uneasy, too, on the layup. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
Monk into the lane. Pass to LaVine. 5 on the clock. Picked by Sabonis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Nikola Jokic.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Jokic. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Jokic has got 6 points.
Yeah, there's that guard touch of Jokic. Simply incredible for a man his size.
Outside for LaVine. Over Murray. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double team him, he's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
And the layup is good off the glass. 6 points for him.
Yeah, the touch of Sabonis around the rim, I mean, it's fantastic.
Jokic the screen. Porter from outside. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now. Knocked loose. Ooh, stolen by Murray. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Levine.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Jokic with a screen on Levine. Porter the pass to Jokic. Levine against Porter. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Smart play there by Porter, working his way inside to find a reliable close-range look.
Outside Monk. That'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. It's Denver. They lead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
And so in the game for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Zach LaVine out there with Malik Monk. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
And setting the table for his guys. Sabonis is such a shrewd and cunning distributor.
Here's Porter. And he gets it to go.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Now here's LaVine, defended by Watson. Outside LaVine. Jokic grabs the board. Denver in the lead. Watson with it. He's picked up by LaVine. Pass to Jokic. Look at Jokic working inside.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Here's LaVine for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Gordon down low, defended by Murray. Jokic against Sabonis. And the basket by Jokic. And now it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
I mean, it is amazing to watch Jokic at his size use the handle to create space for his shot.
On the wing, LaVine, defended by Watson. Lets it fly. LaVine, good. LaVine's got 5 now. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
Jokic gets the bucket.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
They kick it out to Murray. This one for three. Monk finds Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside Levine. Just 4 to shoot.
2 minutes.
It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, this is Gordon at his best. Flying through the air and hammering home alley-oops with a little style.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. Jokic with it. He's picked up by Levine. Three-pointer. The three ball is good from Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic really has the confidence to pull up from just about anywhere on the floor.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Nice D from Sabonis. Kings trail by 13. To the inside. Kicks it to DeRozan. They need this. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got 6.
I love how decisive DeRozan was on that play. He knew he was going to put that shot up well before he caught the ball.
Order the pass to Watson. Gordon outside. Murray against Monk. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jokic. Takes the 3. That one's off. Shooting 7 for 10 now.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Picked by Murray. Here's Levine. And the 18-footer right on the mark. Levine's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Levine can make that adjustment. He doesn't have to get into the paint to score.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Jokic muscles it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And so it's the Denver Nuggets ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about a shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
They've got Russell Westbrook. Dario Saric is out there with Zeke Naji. Then there's Christian Brown. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Denver on D. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Valanciunas sets a screen from about 16. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Valanciunas has got his first points of the night.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Westbrook drawing the double. Here's Brown. No made baskets yet. Pass to Naji. Shot clock at 5. Westbrook outside. From deep. Ellis with a rebound. Kings trail by 8. And here's Valanciunas. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Tries to save it. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
The Nuggets lead by 8. Here's Brown, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Down low. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Najee. Here's Brown, covered by Crowder. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Brown, covered by Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. Najee sets a screen. 4-3. Rebound by Sacramento. Crowder outside. Second chance effort. Pass to Lyles. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Najee. The Nuggets lead by 10. Here's Brown. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Najee. The Nuggets need to get one up. Fires for 3. A shot by Brown, no good. And so it's Valanciunas who brings up the ball for the Kings. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Back to Najee. Here's Strawler. Valanciunas covering. Now the Kings in transition. Here's Lyles. Second chance shot. And here's Crowder from the arc. On target from range. Crowder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Strawler. No points yet. Drives to the hoop. The shot's good.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Kings trail by 9. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And rejected. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. Here's LaRavia. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Kings. That one drops for him.
Now there's the strength we talk about often with Valanciunas. It helps him convert on these physical takes.
To the paint. Here's Westbrook. Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
An explosive talent. When Westbrook gets room to take flight, he goes for it.
Here's Ellis. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
Here's Brown. Going inside. Charic outside. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Kings trail by 7. Inside. Valanciunas passes to LaRavia. Back to Valanciunas. Here's LaRavia. Still no points. Here's Lyles. Here's Valanciunas. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. Here's Najee. And he makes it on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And so it's Denver. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Taking a look at the Kings. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Malik Monk is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets.
Substitution on the court.
The 3 from DeRozan. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, passing hasn't been a focus for Murray, but being able to participate in ball movement will be key for him.
Up top, Porter. He's covered by LaVine. And the shot goes down.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Monk against Murray. Sabonis with a screen on Murray. And it's Monk missing.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Porter with a screen on Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Jokic passes to Porter. Back to Jokic. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. Kings trail by 10. Puts up a 3. The shot off that time.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Jokic in the post. Working on Sabonis.
Length, height. Sabonis has it all on defense. His coverage can be just suffocating.
Top of the key. And it's Monk missing. The Nuggets lead by 10. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Murray. Porter, the pass to Jokic. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got his 3rd assist of the night. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
And another miss by Sacramento.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Kings trail by 12. Outside LaVine. And Peyton Watson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Monk finds Sabonis. Back to Monk. They still need this. Denver grabs the miss. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Sabonis against Jokic. Jokic using his strength inside.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot. And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Monk against Murray. To the middle. Shakes him. And it's Murray with the big finish.
Yeah, just a solid play by Murray. He knows where to get his shots.
The Nuggets lead by 12. From deep, Jokic. Oh, another miss by Jokic. For Sacramento, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic.
Sacramento ball.
And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here. Monk against Murray. Levine with a screen on Murray. And the basket by Monk.
3 points.
1:04 left in the fourth. Monk against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. Driving in. Jokic up top from 20 feet. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 2 points. That one goes.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Monk against Murray. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant